Good morning. Time for another Take Time Tuesday. We start by breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. I was reminded recently that in talking with one of my clients that confirmation bias is very much a thing and very much a prevalent issue in society right now. Confirmation bias is when you have access to a whole wealth of information and you cherry pick effectively the information that aligns with your pre-existing beliefs. And it's not a conscious thing. We all do it to some degree, but it becomes important to understand when larger issues are at stake. And I'll use the example I had with him because he is a successful businessman. He's a relatively nice guy. And we all have our issues. But we were discussing fentanyl. Fentanyl is technically an opioid. Fentanyl is an issue that has been brought up in politics. He believes that taxing Canada into submission will alleviate the fentanyl crisis because there have been documented cases of fentanyl crossing the border from Canada into the United States. Since we were at work, I pulled up on the computer credible cited evidence that showed that 98% of the fentanyl imported into the United States comes from Mexico, China, or is homegrown. Does not matter. Did not change his belief that we should target Canada because technically fentanyl has come across that border before. I even reminded him that closing off the entire Canadian border is relatively impossible due to the extreme length and inaccessibility of most of Canada. Doesn't matter. He lost somebody to a fentanyl overdose. That is his position because his confirmation bias confirms, based on the evidence he chose to pick, that it's an issue. So how do you fight confirmation bias? It's kind of hard. You have to be patient with people. You have to present the full facts without being judgmental. You have to remind people that their belief isn't necessarily wrong. It may just be too narrow scope. And it's a process. And that is the problem we have in the country today is everybody wants a quick fix. They want a soundbite and they want a confirmation of their own beliefs. Doesn't matter what the facts are. Think about that. Think about when you interact with people about how that changes the conversation. Y'all have a good day.